those wonderful toys.
It's almost that time again where toy companies reveal the new toys coming out this year. We're all going to get very excited about toys that we can't never find, or when we do find them, they'll be overpriced and we'll never get them. But here's a preview of the upcoming Toy Fair. Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junk Man, coming back at you with a whole new video. This weekend, well, depending on when you watch it, but this weekend, if you're watching this video, when you're supposed to be watching it on time, this week, what's the date today? February 18th. This weekend is Toy Fair. If you don't know what Toy Fair is, well, then why are you watching this video? But in short, it's a convention that's mostly for the toy companies to show off their new toys, what's coming out for the new year, 2020. Man, can you believe it's 2020 already? But there's been a few things that's been announced or teased or shown off already that will be at Toy Fair this year. Now, let me start this video by saying that I did a search for these. Some of these may have been revealed months ago, but they're still tagged under what will be shown at Toy Fair. A lot of times at Toy Fair, they'll show stuff that's already out at stores, maybe came out a couple months before. So don't jump in the comment section below and tell me I'm a loser and that you've already seen that at GameStop or wherever you go to waste your money. Doing the best I can here. But I'll be back this weekend to give you a rundown of what was shown at Toy Fair. I hope the rumors are true that we're going to get a Series 2 of the retro Star Wars figures this time. Going to focus on Empire Strikes Back. There's been no official word that there's going to be a Series 2. Maybe they will, maybe they're not. Back this summer, I did a video on Series 2. What I was hearing the figures could be. Let's see if I was right or my source was full of baloney. But you didn't come here to see me ramble on. You came here to see what's in store for Toy Fair 2002. Let's start this video by looking at the Super 7 reaction figures. These are those figures where they kind of make them look old school, cheap. Look like some toys you would have got in the 80s. It's kind of a what if toy lines we didn't get in the 80s, but maybe we should have. This one's going to be in the late 90s. It's going to be from the MTV cartoon, Beavis and Butthead. Let's take a look. There's a couple of different ones here. We'll start off with Butthead. Here he is in his classic skull shirt. Of course, as you know, they're not going to use AC/DC or Metallica, but him in his skull shirt is a nice add-on. Although the figure looks good, I wish it had more of the cartoon drawing hair look, but that's just being picky. And here's his best friend Beavis with his Rock Death shirt on. Very cool looking figure. There's also another version of Beavis, the Great Cornholio.
I am the Great Cornholio. I must have TB for my bunghole.
And if the classic Beavis and Butthead figures aren't for you, there's two others. Beavis and Butthead at work. That's right, Beavis and Butthead had jobs. They worked at Burger World. Here's Butthead in his Burger World outfit, and Beavis in his Burger World outfit. Sadly, it's just Beavis and Butthead. I would have loved to see more from this line. We always get Beavis and Butthead stuff, but there's a lot of other characters on the show that would have been great to have as action figures. Now, if you're a kid of the 80s, there's one kid show everybody had to watch, Pee-wee Herman. So let's look at the reaction figures coming out for Pee-wee's Playhouse. And here's Pee-wee from the Super 7 line. I really love the card design for these figures. Here's Randy and Billy Baloney. With this one, you get two figures for the price of one. There's also an action figure of the Magic Screen. That looks like a lot of fun to play with. And if robots are your thing, here's Corky. Not the Corky from Life Goes On, but the Corky from Pee-wee's Playhouse. And if playing with a chair is more your style, there's always Cherry. And my favorite of this series has to be the Captain Carl, because finally, in a roundabout way, I have a Phil Hartman action figure. Now, as a kid, you loved Pee-wee's Playhouse, but as you matured in the 80s, you loved Robocop. Check out this cool 2-pack coming from Super 7. It's the ED-209 from Robocop, and comes with a figure with a big bullet hole in his chest. Very cool looking. Now all these are already up on the Super 7 website. Just Google Super 7 and you'll find them. Now, the bad news is the Pee Wee Herman figures and the Beavis and Butthead figures, each one's $18. $18 each. That's way overpriced. Come on, Super 7. If you're going to give us retro figures, give us retro pricing. Now, I have a love and hate for the Funko Pops. I always say, oh, I'm not going to buy them, I hate them. And then they'll come out with one that I feel like I have to get. And they still haven't to this date released a great Indiana Jones line. Sure, they did Indiana Jones, but exclusive at the Disney theme parks. But I kind of would like an Indiana Jones line. Indiana, Belloc, Marion, Short Round. You know who's in the movie. I would love to see them. They made everything under the sun when it comes to Funko Pops, but Indiana Jones. But there is an exclusive big Indiana Jones coming out. Here it is. This also is an exclusive figure, limited 2,000 pieces. It's 10 inches tall, bigger than the normal Pop figures. Indy is metallic and comes holding his bullwhip. Empire Strikes Back turns 40 this year, and Pop's gonna celebrate. No, I don't mean your dad, although he might celebrate also. I mean Funko Pop with this Boba Fett Pop. This Pop Boba Fett looks to be an exclusive also. The 40th anniversary Boba Fett Pop. Now that we're looking at some Funko Pops, let's look at a few more. Going way back to the 80s to look at
The plane, boss, the plane.
Yep, they're making it. Fantasy Island Pop figures. But we still can't get an Indiana Jones line. And in the 10-inch supersized Pop, we have the Joker from The Dark Knight. This past year, Funko's been releasing a board game that comes with many Pop figures that look pretty cool. Coming up in 2020, 3 Jurassic Park figures and a little baby dinosaur that's very cute. Now let's look at some action figures. One of the hottest characters of 2019 makes its way to the 2020 Toy Fair, the Mandalorian. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yes, Junkman, it is. And here's a picture of his best friend, IG-88. Or is it IG-33? And of course we have some Sith troopers, although I can't hardly remember them in the film. I think I might have blinked. Now let's get back to Pops, because I forgot to talk about this one. And growing up in the 80s, I loved He-Man. So let's look at the 10-inch Masters of the Universe Pops coming out this year. A 10-inch supersized Skeletor. That's right, Email's arch enemy Skeletor becomes a 10-inch Pop. Also, you get a Hot Topic exclusive of Webster, and a normal release, one that's not metallic, and this little red guy who I don't remember from Master Universe. He must be in the later series when I quit watching. Now, when I was growing up, the Hulk was always green, but it looks like there's one called Outbreak Hulk that's a different color. And I know I should have researched this more, but I didn't. I think it's from a game or something, but check it out. Gamer Universe, Outbreak Hulk from Marvel Adventures. Also from the Marvel line, Dr. Doom. And you'll be able to change his head and his hands. One toy company I'm always excited to see what they show off is NECA. And although I haven't seen yet what they're going to show, they did tweet out a preview, a little teaser of what's to come at Toy Fair. Although the tweet didn't say what this was, but I think you can tell by the photo what these figures are from. Yes, that's Rowdy Roddy Piper. Now, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big G.I. Joe fan. Never really got into them as a kid, but this is a pretty cool G.I. Joe. This is part of a collector series, which I think is probably in the vein of the Black Series from Star Wars. It's a very cool looking Snake Eye figures. Take a look. Here he is in the box. As you can see, he comes with lots of accessories. But look at him out of the package. That's an impressive looking G.I. Joe. That's not your daddy's G.I. Joe or your grandpa's. And here he is with all his accessories on display. Again, I'm not into G.I. Joe, but I'm tempted to get this one myself. Well, that's a look at what's coming up for 2002 Toy Fair. Check back this weekend for an update on what was shown at Toy Fair. And as always, follow me on Twitter for the latest pictures from Toy Fair. Although I'm not there, I'll tweet out pictures I find for you. So follow me at @ThatJunkman on Twitter, but also on Kenner Toys on Twitter. Because that's more my toy one, but I'll be tweeting from both of them. Or follow That Junkman on Instagram, or head over to the Junk Group over on Facebook. You will find links to all that and more in the description below. Well, I want to thank you for watching. Now you can go into the comment section and tell me what a fool I am. Well, until the next video, please thumb up this one, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back very soon.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.